Hey, this is David, House Barons. Today we're going to take on the task of fixing a garage door spring. We had a problem with this garage door in that it would only go up partially. That's all you get. And so typically that's a sign that the spring is broken or getting ready to break. What happened with this is one day we heard a loud bang and really didn't know where it came from. And then sure enough, the next time someone tried to open the garage door, it only went up that little bit and then quit. And this is a unique kind of garage door spring. The maker of the garage door is Wayne Dalton, and the spring in there is called a Torquemaster Plus. Most garage door springs are not like this, so if you don't have a Torquemaster Plus, then this isn't the video for you. Torquemaster Plus followed Torquemaster, and so those two are different. And the Torquemaster Plus, I think, was after 2007, somewhere around there. This spring is about 10 years old now. So the springs do a lot of the carrying of the weight of the door. And when those springs have gone out of shape and have broken or are about to break, they no longer balance out the weight of the garage door, and therefore the opener can't open the garage door. One thing's nice about this garage door spring is that the spring is inside this tube, which is unusual. Normally you'd see the spring on the outside of the tube. Garage door springs can be really dangerous. People die from trying to change them out. And so for whatever reason, and maybe for a safety issue, the Torquemaster people put their spring inside that tube. And so we have to take that out. And we'll show you how we're gonna go about doing this. That sticker right there gives us a lot of the information that we needed. This door is a 16-foot wide, 7-foot tall, and that means there's going to be a spring inside there and a second spring inside there. And if you have a single bay door, you're only going to have one spring. To order a new spring, you need the information off that tag. That gives you the weight of the door and the spring size and settings. And if you don't have that tag or that information, they're going to need to know the size of the garage door and the weight of the garage door. And to get the weight of the garage door, you put an analog bathroom scale under the door and you can weigh it that way. All right, and so here are the instructions. There are a few things to note in the directions that are worth talking about. The left-hand spring is red, right hand is gray. There's some manufacturing differences, so the wire diameters may be different, and it may or may not have a rod coming in inside it, and they could be different lengths. Those are all things that they talk about in the direction. We're on the right side of the garage door, and when we put the ratchet on here, that clicking sound, there's no tension on this whatsoever, so this is probably the side that broke. Let's go check on the other side. All right, we got a clearance issue here, but I can show you. When I pull down, I can feel the tension on that. And then when we press, here, let's do it. So I want to give myself a quarter turn or more. Okay, so it's on the spring. Push it down, I can feel the tension relieve. Push in that, and I can let some of that tension off till it clicks. And so this is wound multiple times, so it's just a matter of relieving the tension. All right, so now I can reach up there and turn it with both hands. There's no tension on that. Okay, take this screw off right here, 7/16, and take off that screw right there, that's 1/2 inch. All right, so there's the end plate and the wheel inside it. All right, remove the second bracket. There it is. You can see the wheel inside of it. It goes just like that. And then there's a lever inside there that grabs on to these plastic teeth right here. Now we have just 2 more bolts left. We'll go ahead and take those guys out That right there and the one above it, so we can take out the whole rod itself. So once we unloosen this, all this is ready to come off. And on the ends, it's just held on like another horseshoe there. So we're gonna take this whole bar off. All right, so now we have room to slide this guy out, because this is gonna come out as one piece now. And it's probably ideal if you have two people, but we'll see how heavy it is. Probably should disengage those wires. All right, so I popped this loop off of that post right. Let me see if I can get there. Right there. Just pop that loop off so we can take that wire up and out. Right there. We want this inside the garage door so I can lift that whole bar off. Here's a better look at our hub, and the wire as it starts spooling will wind around this. This is all extra cable. Let me just wiggle this off. There we go. And now this can come out. And now this is the broken spring, so it's probably going to be in two pieces. I'll have to shake the other one out. And there it is right there. So there's a spring in both pieces, and that should be one piece. That was the culprit. All right, pulled out the left-handed side, the red side. And you see this right here is the end of the spring. We'll pull it out this way, so, and then put our new red spring in the tube, like so. And then you can see right here, it has how it's shaped right there, that little point there. So it's very distinct, and it's gonna go in the tube also has a pointy part to it, how it's kind of folded like that. And so these line up, and then they go in the tube, which is also shaped like that. So there you can see how the tube is shaped like that. And that round piece goes right in like so, aligning those together. It takes a little bit to get all lined up, but once you do, it'll finally can get pushed in. Just got to be patient. All right, so I got the new tube, or the new spring in the old tube here, and you can see this spring is a little shorter than the other spring, and they said that happens with manufacturing differences. So I'm going to cut back to this portion. I want all that to be outside the tube, so I'm just going to cut this back a little bit. All right, so there we go. Cut it back a tad, and now we're ready to reinstall it. All right, so there it is, all installed. And there you can see the tube in there as well. Now we can go back to hanging it. Either end is just going to rest right in there, just like the old one, just like it was originally. And then we'll go ahead and screw in the center hanging bracket. All right, so we just went ahead and slid that hub back on. All right, so here's our other hub. And we'll go ahead and put that on the other side like so. And we'll be ready to hang it. When you do this, you got to make sure this doesn't go all the way in, because it can. So, oops. So you want to make sure that part stays out when you put the hub on. So the end bracket, that portion right there, is going to go right inside that groove right there. So you want to be able to see that. All right, got that screwed in. Now we can go over here and take the line that we had that was just hanging off the drum. This line right here, we're gonna run it right in that pocket right there, all the way down the side of the garage door. And we took this off the very bottom of the garage door on that post. And so we're gonna run that line right down into this pocket here. And we have to make sure it doesn't get hung up in any of the rollers, but that it just simply goes straight down the side. It can't be on the outside of this bracket, can't be hung up in the rollers, and just simply needs to go all the way down. And we'll re-hook it up on that guy right there. Got it hooked on that post right there. The wire runs right down that slot, no interference, and to the drum itself. All right, so we're gonna go put on, this is the right-hand side hub, and you can see which way the teeth are going in this. They're going in that direction, down and into the garage. And that's just a double check for you. So we'll go ahead and mount our hubs. All right, so we're gonna put the end of this hub on here, and we're gonna have to get the teeth to align. There we go. And you can feel when it gets good and tight. I can see here where my old bolt lag screw hole is, and that's lined up too, so that's a bit of confirmation there. And now we still need to put our bolt right in, our little small bolt, right in that hole right there. Like so. And then the nut. All right, got our bolt in and our lag screw. It's all lined up. Now the same thing on the other side. All right, so we can see that that's on right where it needs to be. And we'll just wiggle this guy on. And we can put the lag screw in and the bolt. All right, now it's time to start turning this and adding tension to it. My door is 7 feet high, 16 wide, 125 pounds. And so per the instructions, I need to go around. I need to turn this 16 times. So I'm gonna put a little mark here so I can count the number of times that goes around and around. And I gotta get to 16. I think I'll do 8, go to the other side, do 8, come back and do 8 more on this side and 8 more on the other side. That's 2. That's 4, and that's 8. We've got 16 turns on either side. Last thing we do is connect the garage door opener. All right, now it's all connected. Before I engage this, I want to go ahead and see if we can just lift the door and see if it'll stay in place at, say, 1/3 of the way and 2/3 of the way. All right, so the door seems like it's fine. It'll stay in whatever position I leave it in. So it's appropriately balanced. Now we can just go ahead and, all right, cotter pin is in. Now we just gotta reset that. Now it's not locked into the track yet, but once we press the garage door opener, this will come back, engage with this and open the door. Okay, let's give her a shot. All right, well, there you go. It looks like everything worked the way it's supposed to. Hope this gives you an idea of what you might be facing if you have a garage door, a Torquemaster garage door spring that breaks. This is what we did. Hope this video helps. If you get anything out of it, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching, and be sure and subscribe. We got lots more videos coming. See you next time. Bye-bye.